Okay, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed leaders, valued partners, distinguished guests, influential figures and members of the media, welcome to the Creality Brand Carnival, an event of 2023. So my name is Sam Prentice. I'm a content creator, reviewer and experienced 3D printing user. It's my immense privilege to serve you as your host for this evening and this event. Sharing in this exciting moment with all of you on behalf of Creality, I would like to express our heartfelt gratitude at your presence here today. Today has been brought together by prominent figures in the 3D printing industry, accomplished individuals and various domains from esteemed representatives, including, and I've been brought here because I only speak English and I've written down some names so I can make sure, hopefully I get them right. So Lawrence Munch, the head of licensing, Lucas Patel, the key account manager. We've also got Leif Taylor Parkins, the partnership relationship manager, FCC from Bahrain, and also our valued customers from UFP, 3D Jake, who I love by the way, Prima, and many more. We also are delighted to welcome media partners such as 3DP, so all 3DP, and 3D Grenzellos, and 3D Heaven. We also want to thank our influencers that are here with us today and also our customers. Allow us to introduce the leader of our organisation today, my favourite director, Mr. Al, the CEO of Creality 3D. You didn't know I was going to do that, did you? Okay. Anyway, on behalf of the entire Creality team, I want to extend our heartfelt gratitude and warm welcome to our esteemed leaders and guests in your attendance today. We're extremely excited to announce the Creality Brand Carnival and Auto Event of 2023 will also be live streamed on Facebook and YouTube, my home domain, allowing us to celebrate this occasion with a wider community and audience of our friends and supporters that couldn't be here today. Some of our guests here today. Oh, hello. That was weird. Can that be turned down? Wow. Hello. This is the voice of God. What? Oh wait, is that going to happen again? People are plugging stuff in and waving their arms around. They don't know what's going on. Some of our guests here have brought great 3D printed models and we will choose the top 3 winners and prepare some surprises for them. So be sure to take your vote if you haven't done already. Okay, all right, I believe we are now, and everybody is now ready. So firstly, let's welcome our speaker, our first speaker of the afternoon, the Overseas Director, William.
Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, our distinguished partner, my dear friend, how are you today? So I believe you are all fantastic today, because today is a remarkable day. We get together here to celebrate the success of our brand Carnival. We are get together here in Munich to launch our new exciting product. And also we are here today to witness the cooperation with FC Bayern. So I believe we share the same goal. The goal it is upgrade fun together. So to begin with, on behalf of the Creality and also our CEO, Mr. Al, I would like to express our sincere gratitude for all of you. Because of you, because of your trust and support, Creality continue to grow. Because of your love, because of your passion, Creality continue to innovate. For all these years, we never stop listening to the voice of you. For all this year, we never stop developing new products to meet your demand or even exceed your expectation. Just like the theme of today's event, what we call upgrade fun together. Because we are not only just launch the new product, we want to promote the spirit of the creativity, cooperation, as well as inspiration. It's the same of the spirit of the Bayern Munich. We are who we are. So by holding your hand together, we want to embark a new journey together. So by working side by side with you, we would like to reach all the possibility of 3D printing. Right. So today, the cooperation with FC Bayern, it is a promise rather than a partnership. It is a promise that we will continue to explore it is a promise that we will continue to inspire. So with you, we are very, very sure we are able to bring all the beauty of 3D printing to the world of football or even other sports. So with you, we are very, very confident 3D printing in near future will become one important part of your daily life. So, because if you look back the first half year of 2023, Creality, we launched some of our flagship products, including K1, K1 Max, and HoloMage Pro, and also we got Falcon 2 as well as our scanner variant. All these products, with your support, with your love, with your passion, the popularity of this product is really reached a historical high, and also this gives us a lot of confidence. The product we are going to release today will definitely provide you the best experience also. So ladies and gentlemen, for Creality, we will stick to our commitment. It is to create reality and realize dreams. Our dream is to let more and more people, more and more users to enjoy the benefit of 3D printing. So my dear friend, again, I would like to thank you very, very much to join us and become one important part of this critical moment. Together, we can upgrade fun. Together, let's shape the future of 3D printing. And also together, let's make success happen. Thank you very much.
Well, that was certainly an inspiring speech there. Thank you, William. Creality is dedicated to innovating and achieving significant advancements in 3D printing. That's obviously true. In our pursuit of innovation, we also prioritise simplicity to make 3D printing faster and for more users. We also now, as William did say, you've actually stolen part of my speech here, William. Thanks for that. We do have some exciting news to share, as we are thrilled to introduce our new range of FDM 3D printers. So please join me again, William, so we can talk and unveil the Ender 3v3 SE, which is a mouthful, I appreciate, the CR10 SE, and the specific Bayern Munich co-branded K1. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, my dear friend, it's me again. So, well, actually, you know, I'm the overseas director, and my name is William Wu. But today is not going to remember my name because I'm going to change to K1 Wu. Why? Because K1 it is extremely popular, and nobody knows William, but everyone knows K1, right? So, on behalf of K1. So today I'm going to introduce you to my brother. This brother, it is a co-brand with FC Bayern. So if you can see why we cooperate with the FC Bayern, because it is very obvious. Bayern it is one of the most successful and also famous football clubs in Europe or even in all over the world. And we share a lot of things in common. For example, like the values, because we firmly believe that the innovation is the key to be number one. So that's why we choose our K1 series to join brand with the FC Bayern. Also, these days, everyone it is like pursuing the speed it become the future trend. So also that if you have the fast speed, you're one step ahead of others. So this is what we pursued. Besides that, also we believe that a lot of our fans of the 3D printer also loved football. We have a passion for football. Am I right? Do you like football? Perfect. So this is why, ladies and gentlemen, let me present to you my brother. It's a K1 co-branding product. So basically, the feature, it is very similar to our K1's normal product. You got the 600 mm per second for speed, and also accelerations up to 20,000. And basically, it is like hand-free auto leveling. As well, also it's like equipped with our powerful Creality OX, and also it's like very smart. You connect with your PC or your phone together. Besides that, I would like to introduce you also one of the unique feature. It is the logo and the color. So it is the red color, also it is the biome color. So red colors means also in China means what? Lucky. So I hope that this printer will bring you a lot of lucky. After I introduce about our K1 co-brand product, I would like to introduce you another product. To begin with, I would like to share you a story. We have one colleague that after he joined Creality, he sell a lot of Ender product, and he became the king of the Ender product. So eventually he changed. He changed his English name to Ender. But unfortunately, today he's not here. So let me help him to introduce our new product of Ender 3 series. Right? So Ender 3, it is started in 2017. So ever since that, it is become really popular. Till now, our Ender series product already shipped to all over the world about 4.33 millions. So it is like extremely popular and also dominate the market. I believe a lot of you maybe already owned one Ender at your home or maybe in office, right? So whoever have one Ender 3, please raise your hand, please. Oh, perfect. There's a lot of people. I believe those didn't raise your hand because you buy K1, right? Good choice. All right. So for our Ender product, it will keep evolving. In 2018, we launched the Ender 3 product. It became like a bestseller very shortly. And also in 2020, we launched the product of Ender 3 V2, and 2021 we have the Ender 3 X1. All the products got very good hit in markets. So are we satisfied only by this one? No, of course not. You guys are always, all the users and you guys are always the driving force for our innovation. So we keep listening to the voice of all of you. So this is the voice of the, by our survey. A lot of our users, they are looking for product, have a fast speed, auto leveling, also have sound ecosystem product, also as well as, printing quality is stable and good and better experience and easy to use, etc., etc. So by answering all your demands, we are now to launch our new Ender 3 V3 series. It is fast speed, it is affordable, it's easy to use, and it is very powerful, right? So right now, that for the Ender 3 V3 series, that speed is really getting faster and faster. From our Ender 3 XE, it is 250 mm per second, to Ender 3, right now, the Ender 3 V3, it is up to 600 mm per second. Is that amazing, right? So how can be so fast and also the quality, it is stable? It is all because of also this called the rigid metal made structure. So if you look at this photo, that from the base and also the gantries, the frame, it is using the die casting of the aerospace aluminum alloys. So it is like forming one piece. Also named integrate die casting. So this is the technology also using in Tesla car. So all this, in all these features, enabled our product to be stable and durable, right? Another thing is that to make it fast, it is also because of the structure. This is the new Core XY system. It is also named, flipper version of Core XY. How it works? So basically, like if you look at the screen, that you got the X and Z axis. It is like co-driven by these two high torque, this motor to ensure about the fast response. So this motor system not only to guarantee about the high speeds, but also help to minimize the layer shifting. Okay, great. To make it fast, what we did, it is other mode. So we upgrade our product, other part of the product as well. So if you look at this product, they've got a lot of the great feature, such as like we got the 60-degree. This is called the ceramic heater. I put it into our printing head. It is surrounding the printing head, and also that it can like melt this filament instantly. Also, for our integrated nozzle, it's using the what we call heat break technology, and also it can guarantee that you can print the 300-degree temperature. So also we got this filament run-out sensor that help you to reduce the waste. Also, this dual gear direct, direct dry extruder is very powerful. So besides that, you can see on the left side that we got this called two model fans. This two model fan is one at the front and one at the back. So it is like they can blow in from the two opposite direction in order to help you to cool down the model immediately. So all this kind of great feature can help you to print faster. And in order to guarantee it about the high speed, so our product N3 XE is actually N3 KE is actually equipped with X-axis linear rail, and also our V3 XE and V3 KE is using the dual Z-axis and also Y-axis dual linear shafting. So let me give you a summary of the key part for our Ender series. So from summary, you can understand that actually for our Ender 3 product, I can very proud to say that we are offering you the best possible hardware, and also it beats all the other similar printer in the market. Maybe you will say that the speed, it is not good enough. We want something smarter, right? This year, especially when the artificial intelligence come into the market, is really impacting a lot of the industry, especially when this called ChatGPT come, right? So for 3D printing, it is the industry actually in the forefront of this AI revolution. So we also adopting a lot of this AI technology. So for example, that the foundation for our smart needs, it is about what? It is about the computing capacity. You got to have the very strong capacity for computing, right? So for our product, for Ender 3 V-Suite, it is adopting this 1.2 gigabit hertz, the dual-core CPU, as well as this 32-bit main board. In this way, that it can guarantee about very, very strong computing capacity. Also, we are equipped with this Creality OS. This system, it is packed with a lot of advanced functions, and also it communicates with your PC and also your mobile phone. So when we talk about smart, so one of the first functions it is important is about leveling, right? I think a lot of you may say that it's a good leveling will means that half of the success of the printing, right? Meaning that if you got the leveling right, it is almost half success, right? So this is why previously in Oton, then when you want to do the manual one, or what we call the semi-auto leveling, it is really a headache. It's very painful. That you're like pulling a paper, screwing the knot, etc. And also you can use this called what we're tubing the Z-axis to by putting a lot of number there, putting a lot of parameter. It is really simply drive you crazy, right? So luckily that our Ender 3 V-Suite nowadays, we got this auto leveling with only one tap. It's just like simply using one tap, and then you can walk away. Pretty simple, and also it is very automatic. There's no need for the paper, there's no need to screw the knot, also that you really don't need to input any number there. So that's very, very smart. Another features that when we make it small, it is the function called vibration compensation, or what we call the input shaping. So input shaping is how we work, and I believe that when you're doing the printing, the vibration, it is like a ghost, right? You know, when you're doing the high-speed printing, normally the nozzle, it is like shaping very slightly, right? The nozzle is shaping. So if you cause a lot of things, what we call the ringing, just like on the left-hand side, the photo, this is the ringing. To improve this one, so we provide this solution of what we call this input shaping. So how does it work? It works just simply like what we call the noise cancellation. You detect the frequency and then you remove it, and then it becomes the working function. It is almost like this noise cancelling headphone. So after we using this kind of technology, so you can see the result on the right hand side. It is, you know, the surface is very smooth, right? So the beauty of this one, the secret, how we have this kind of a secret for G sensor, it is all because we have, you know, better sensor, and also we have very advanced algorithm. So because of this technique, we have this kind of, you know, what we call the vibration compensation. So to make it more smart, there is one thing what we call the AI camera is a must, right? With the AI camera, that you can detect the foreign object. Also with the AI camera, that you can do this called spaghetti failure detection. Also, what's more, you can do this called time-lapse filming. Yeah, I think all of you agree that this spaghetti failure, it is a pain. It's a pain for all the users, right? Luckily, by using our AI camera, it like help you to watching all the time. Whenever it detects that is a spaghetti failure, if you send your information, then you can choose to stop it or pause it. So it will help you to save a lot of time and also save you a lot of your fulfillment. So besides that, you know, the smart, it is not limited in our printer, but it also interconnecting with our mobile phone, our PC, as well as our cloud. So I would like to give you one example. For instance, if you want to print a spaceship, you know, just like the screen of a spaceship, but at the same time, you would like to go to party, you know, just like tonight we have a party, do some dancing. So what we're going to do, you cannot sit around the printer all the time. What we do is that you can use your mobile phone and also the AI camera to monitor and control your printer. So this is very convenient, right? And one more thing, in order to make it smart, we also upgrade our Creality print. Creality print, it is one of our software. It's our slice software. It is more powerful than you can imagine. First of all, it have a lot of built-in library, built-in model library. And also, it has what we call data security lamp printing and also the multi-print controls. So in our model library, you got more than like 500,000 of the models to help you to choose from. And also for this lamp printing function, it is like a local network. It is very, very convenient and also very useful for a lot of factory for this called machine control. So basically, it is a network in the local, so it is very safe. You know, it is the security it is very high because you didn't put into the cloud. And also, by using this multi-printer control, you can do the controlling of many printer and do the batch printing. So it is largely improved efficiency of the printing form, right? So, if we say that our Creality print, it is like a control station, then our Creality cloud, it is like really experience hub. It is really, really very powerful. Why? Because first of all, I mentioned just now, we got more than 500,000 gifts of model to choose. And it is good categorizing and also it's good ranking. And also that the register in this Creality Cloud is more than 2.33 million. And there is more and more users joining our Creality Cloud. So what's more, that by using a Creality Cloud, you can do the mobile phone, slicing, and you can use the cloud printing, cloud monitoring, etc. So this is the function for our Creality Cloud. Here, I would like to give you a summary of some of our smart functions. So I believe that with all these kind of smart features, more and more other users, they would like to choose Creality product. They would like to enter in this 3D printing, industry, right? So maybe you think that's all, but actually no, because to make it more smart, make it fast. So we have also other very good ecosystem products to help you to have a better experience. For example, the AI camera just introduced to you, and also G sensors I just now share with you. Also, we have this enclosure to put into industry series. This one to help you to provide you with the constant environment to printing the high temperature filament, right? And what's more, it is also our hyper PLA. This is something you cannot mix. Our hyper PLA filament, it is actually a perfectly matched with our high-speed printer. And also it can help you to have the very smooth feeding, and also as well, this is a very fast cooling. So that's an excellent choice. So after really sharing with you a lot of this feature, and in order to have you have a better knowledge of our industry series, let me put all the starting point in one paper. So we have industry V3. Basically, it is 600 mm per second for the speeds, and also equipped with the new Core XY motion system. And also, like I just mentioned, it is very smart. It is auto leveling just with one tapping. And the outlook, it is like using the automatic builds, and you have with the new high-speed direct extruder, etc. So maybe let's enjoy a video together. Wow, nice, right? Okay, I think the video explains much clearer than me, But I will continue to introduce more about our Industry V3KE. So this is a product that speeds up to like 500 mm per second, and also that the accelerations up to like 8,000 mm per second, and also using the style texting with the one tap, and the other features is quite similar, yeah. So we have this one, Industry V3XE. So it's already available in the market. So I believe all of you are quite familiar with the features. So again, let's enjoy a video together. Thank you very much. To be honest, I want to buy one immediately also, right? So this is what we call the wall cloud of our Ender3 series. These some of the key features. It is very obviously that it is very smart and also high speed and also user friendly, as well as you have the Creality OS and also high artificial intelligence, etc. Let's have an overview of the Ender3 series. So this is some of the key features of our Ender3 V3 series. So basically that there is some different positioning for this kind of for our product. So basically for the people who will choose this our Ender3 V3, it is those users that according to our understanding, it is the people who are looking for ultimate fast speeds, smart, but also they would like to experience the latest technology. So for our other users that will choose the V3 KE, it is those who want to have a fast printer, also quite smart, but also the waiting for technology to be proven by the market. And for Ender3 V3 XE, it is our users that they want to have something fast, easy to use, but also extremely affordable price. So this is a different positioning for these three products. And also this comes to the exciting moment to share with you the price for this product. It is extremely good price for our users to choose from. For example, like Ender3 V3, the price is only $379. And also for Ender3 V3 KE, the price is $279. And also V3 XE, the price is $199 only. Well, I think a lot of you that you are looking, because sometimes when you're doing printing, you think I would like to have a bigger size, I have a big volume. So we got something coming up. It is called Ender3 V3 Plus. So the size, the building volume for this one, it is 300 times by 300 and 300. And also the speed can up to 600 mm per second. So we all look forward to that, right? So actually, Ender, it is only one part of our FDM product. We got another called CR series. It is our premium light. So today, I'm going to also introduce you another product of our CR series. This is called CR10 XE. So CR10 XE, it is one of our premium products. It is like a perfectly combination of the strengths of our CR10 series. And the style is come from also CR6 XE. So we would like to continue the legend of the CR10. And you can see from the screen that this is some of the key features for CR10 XE. So we have this precision linear layout on XY axis, and also we have the accurate hand-free auto leveling. Also that 600 mm per second for this maximum speed. And it can promise this ideal first layers by using this enhanced auto leveling function. How it works? Because besides this CR touch, also we have the strain sensor in the printing head for you in order to do the auto Z offset. So this is make it very easily and to tell the auto leveling for this first layer. There is other good, very nice feature, such like you have this 200 RPM the model cooling fans, and also we have the similar of this kind of ceramic heaters. Also, we have upgraded the direct extruder as well, and it comes with the very speedy Creality OS system. Right now, the CR10 SE are already available in the market. The price is $459, so you can buy it in multiple channels now. Today's really, I've been sharing a lot of reviews about the features of our new product, including this, the K1 co-branding K1 series product, and also we have the Ender series product as well as our CR10 XE. So I believe that all of you are very exciting, and also you're getting your bank card ready and waiting to buy once, right? So remember that Crealities are always reviewed. And that is not only about the printer, but also that my colleague going to introduce you more about other eco product as well. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you.
William, thank you very much for that wonderful introduction there. I'm kind of glad actually because it now releases me from my NDA that I've had with Creality, and I've been holding that so tightly for the past couple of months, and I've been itching to talk about some of the new printers that are coming out. Now, for those who don't know me, I absolutely adore giving away free stuff to people. So, okay, well, thank you. There's one person that appreciates me. Thank you very much to that gentleman over there. Now, what I will say is, William, can you come back up here, please? William, ladies and gentlemen, come on. Give it up for William. So, William, I believe it's the moment we've all been waiting for. We're going to be giving away 3 sets of the V3 SE, the end of 3 V3 SE. Is that correct?
Okay, yes, that's perfect.
How are we going to go about this?
Can do some lucky draw?
Let's do a lucky draw. Ladies and gentlemen, a lucky draw. Come on. Wow, look at this. This is more professional than I was assuming this was going to be. I thought we were going to flip a coin or something.
Yeah, that's an option, but I think this would be more fair.
Okay, so how are we going to go about this?
Okay, it's very simple. I think that all of you who are really pay great attention to my speech and they have a better chance to win this one. So because I'm going to put my hand inside and I'm going to roll and then I will take out the lucky number. Shall we start?
Is your hand stuck?
Okay, yes. Let me make it more slim. I need to lose some weight, yeah.
Okay, where do you want to go? Should we do it now? Are you going to do it?
Yes.
Okay.
So ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the most exciting moment. The first winner is go from this number.
It's number 38.
Number 38. We got a winner. 38.
Everyone's just going, what? What number am I? Do we have these things? Oh, this is the important part that you needed. Number 38. Where are we? Number 38, number 38. Thank you, sir. You've got 37. The number's 38. So that's good.
If there is no 38, then we're going to choose another one, right?
Do we want to draw again?
Again?
I hope it's 37 for your sake, sir. Huh?
Oh, yeah. No, sorry. The number is actually on the paper. So, okay, we were going to note it down the number, and then later on, then we will send you will send the printer to the winners, right?
Right. Okay then.
Okay. Well, the first one is 38, right? Remember, 38.
Congratulations to number 38. That's amazing. William, I think I'm going to grab this next one. I'm sorry to say it. Let me give it a shake up there. So I'm not going to break it. Don't worry. No. It's all good. Mr. Owl's looking at me. He's shaking his head. Oh, unlucky for some. Number 13, ladies and gentlemen.
13.
Hey, there you go.
Wow, congratulations.
Congratulations. You, sir, have won an Ender 3 V3 SE. Well done, congratulations.
So, do we welcome them on the stage, or maybe later we can send the printer to them? Yeah.
Basically, according to the script, what we're going to do is have a photo after we've done this.
Please.
After we've done this next bit. So,
Okay.
can we get Mr. Owl to maybe draw a last number?
For sure. Let's welcome Mr. Owl to do a
Mr. Owl, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. So the winners go to number 52. We got 50 here.
Hey,
Wow!
congratulations.
Hey, we got the winner. Perfect. Yeah. So let's come to the stage and have a photo together.
Thank you.
Yeah, please.
Thank you, William. That was amazing. I love giving away stuff. Also, while we're online on Facebook and YouTube, we are going to be giving away. Zora is in Shenzhen at the moment, giving away as well. No problem.
Welcome to take photos together with.
You want me to come as well? I can do that.
please.
Yeah, no problem at all. I thought I was just going to get on with the next bit of the script, but I can carry on. Let's do it.
Yeah, please come in the middle of the stage, please.
This is the bit we didn't rehearse earlier. There we go.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Congratulations.
Well done, congratulations. I'm really sad for you, sir, because I was hoping that you might win something, and it still might happen because we got some more stuff to give away, so don't worry about that. Congratulations to you guys. We will make sure that those printers are sent out to you. So, congratulations again. Except for FDM printers, Creality has also been developing 3D printed related parts, and at this time, Creality has released a new ecosystem and ecosystem products. New ecosystem products consist of two parts. One is an introduction of the latest engraving machines, and the other is an introduction to the latest scanner, accessories, and filaments. So first of all, please welcome Scarlett to introduce the new engraver. Yeah, let's do it. Let's clap. Let's clap. Thank you.
Hi all, I'm Scarlett and come from Creality Ecosystem BU. I'm glad to introduce our latest product to all our honored guests and lovely users here. In general, Creality Ecosystem devotes yourself to DIY and upgrading solutions for users to freely explore and enjoy the unlimited fun of creation. And this year, we made a lot of effort on users' experience, such as high-speed and high-performance solutions. Because of love for football. Because of love for football, and thanks to the support of the organizer today, here we can see a lot of football models on site, and they are all made by us. And the key to be #1 of football maker, you need a football or you need a maker. More than that, you also need our tools, such as this one, a football match. And let's take a guess. Can anyone tell me how was it made and what tool it was used?
Laser engraver.
Okay, and let's watch a short video to see if it's right. Actually, we totally used 6 Creality tools: 3D scanner, 3D printer, filaments, accessories, laser engraver, and Creality Cloud. Firstly, we used a 3D scanner to scan the model and used the modeling software to create a 3D door of the model. Secondly, uploaded the model to Creality Cloud and slice it. Then put Creality hyperfilaments and connect with a 3D printer to start. All the printing process would be monitored by an AI camera. Finally, we use a laser engraver to cut the main body of the football field and engrave on the surface. Overall, in this case, we provided an upgraded way from 3D scanning, 3D modeling, 3D printing to laser engraving and cutting. Okay, next, let's have a look for our latest product. Except the football field we just saw, now we can see these laser works that provided by our users, which covers various fields of our daily life. And like the holiday decoration, home decoration, and personalized workshop, and similar engraving and cutting works can be finished on more than 100 kinds of materials in just a few minutes. In a word, engraving your colorful life in a simple way. To satisfy the user's various needs to create on different materials and applications, we started to develop on laser engraver 2 years ago, and we launched the first generation Falcon series in 2022, the second generation Falcon 2 series at beginning of 2023, including 40 watt, the most powerful laser engraver so far in the market. And with the accumulation of the users' feedback, we adopted their suggestions and plan to have further improvement on our new engraver. As a staged progress today, please allow me to share to you our latest model, Creality Falcon Pro 10 watts, a model that combines the advantage of Falcon and Falcon 2 series together, which is specially designed for beginners. Currently, this model is suggested to sell at $499, a cost-effective option compared with most other similar engraver on the market. Now, let's watch a short video of this model together. From this video, we can see a lot of daily creations and applications by different materials. They are all finished by this 10 watts. In brief, it has two core selling points. Firstly, easy to use. Modular design for fast assembling. 3 simple steps to focus, and by just one click, you can control all the process. Engrave anytime, anywhere. Secondly, worry-free engraving. It has 5 safety protection design like safety lock, emergency stop, abnormal stop, and also the integrated air assist allows users to reduce smoke and dust in a simple way, and the users can easily get cleaning works. In order to provide a more comfortable and convenient environment, we also enriched our product lines like accessories and filaments and offer an all-in-one solution. Users can put protective cover to reduce smoke and dust, to use honeycomb kit to protect the desktop, to wear professional glass to protect their eyes, and to use roller kits to engrave on round articles. Here are some bundles that we have available, including basic package, safety package, upgrading package, and the 3D combining laser package. And all above one-stop solution are based on users' needs to fully upgrade the experience. And in addition to all-in-one product solution, in the near future, we will also invest on 3 development to improve users' experience, software, community, and service. Software to help users to set up specification and operation more easier. Community like Facebook and YouTube accounts for users to learn and to share. Finally, service. Service like Creality Cloud service and after-sale service and Facebook service for users to solve the problem fast. In summary, we aim to provide an ecosystem solution for users to freely explore and enjoy the unlimited fun of creation. Thank you.
Thank you, Scarlett. We could tell you were nervous, but you carried it on very, very well. Should we do another giveaway? It wasn't loud enough. What we're going to do instead is actually we're going to get Joy up here just before we do a giveaway. Joy is going to introduce the next scanners and accessories. Yeah, go on, come up. Joy, everybody, come on.
Hi everyone, this is Joy and I'm glad to be here and introduce our update 3D scanner, Nebular, Smart Kate, and new filament and the filament dryer. Since April, we launched the most cost-effective 3D scanner, CRScan Ferret. Since its release, there's huge improvement and software updating, and it features easier operation, stable tracking, anti-shaking, and brings cost-effective solution. And Wi-Fi 6, the wireless bridge supports iPhone and more Android phones along Mac, Windows, etc. Amazing, right? With CRScan Ferret Pro, you can scan the objects in real life and print right away. Face, full body, sculptures, and all can be your creations. The Creality scan software can process the scanned data with just one click to build the model successfully. It helps enrich your model library greatly. We heard from our users about the portability of this 3D scanner. Therefore, we introduced this wireless bridge. It features, it adopts the state-of-the-art Wi-Fi 6 technology. It is 3 times faster than Wi-Fi 5, and it with higher bandwidth, lower latency, and better energy saving. The data transmission speed is on par with USB translation, so it enables faster scanning and smooth scanning. While scanning, the most frustrated experience is tracking loss, but with CRScan Ferret, it features anti-shake 3D imaging technique. The one-shot 3D imaging technology, you can just catch the data, dramatically improve the scanning success rate. Many 3D scanners are sensitive to objects' surface. For just shiny black objects, it is necessary to use the scanning spray. CRScan Ferret Pro can easily scan metal and black objects without scanning spray, but it maintains the model quality. It is very good for auto parts modification. This scanner can scan the objects up to 2 meters with the advanced unique face technique texturing algorithm. It can scan full body and face easily. It can catch facial features like eyes, eyebrows, sideburns, dimple, etc. Its built-in 24-bit full-color scanning can scan the objects with vivid color, and also it can catch all the details. So it is very perfect for the metaverse, AR, VR, etc. This scanner, the accuracy is up to 0.1 millimeter, and the built-in ASIC chipset has the computing capability. Thus, it enables fast scanning on for the medium and large object, and also it reduces the requirement for phones and computers. As we can see, the CR scan fabrics can bring the models successfully, and combined with our 3D printers, you can get the model easily with just one click to build the model successfully. And this application covers human face, human body, auto parts, even reverse engineering, and also AR, VR, crafts, and sculptures. So now we are launching the Nebular Pad Smart Kit. As we enter high-speed printing to thank our friends' support, and this Nebular Pad Smart Kit works perfectly with under 3 series printers. And it features high-speed printing, precise control, intelligence detection, and easy installation. It upgrades your 3D printing in terms of speed, quality, and success rate. The Nebular Pad Smart Kit includes Nebular Pad and also the Nebular camera. The Nebular Pad can speed up 3D printing while maintaining or even improving the quality of the 3D printed model. Paired with the Nebular camera, it features remote monitoring and recording, real-time monitoring, time-lapse photography, manual focus, and spaghetti detection. As you can see the test here, the printer with the Nebular Pad, it is twice faster than the printer without the pad. But with the motion advanced arm, you can see it reduces the vibration and brings smoother model quality. The Creality Nebular Smart Pad has a touch screen. You can control it locally, and you can also use it remotely via your computer and your phone. The spaghetti detection brings you an eye. You can keep it just like William introduced. There is spaghetti detection. In case of any print failure, you will be informed to save your filaments. Now it is compatible with Ender 3 32-bit and Ender 3 Pro, Ender 3 V2, and Ender 3 V2 Neo. In the future, we will continue to upgrade and make it compatible with more 3D scanners. 3D printers, sorry. Yeah. So in 2021, we launched a better filament plan. To bring better printing results with Creality printers and filaments, over the past few years, we have continually established high-quality filament standards, and working with many partners, including BASF. As we know, BASF is very powerful in chemistry. And here we launched the Ultra PLA, which works perfectly with Creality 3D printers. The maximum print speed is up to 600 millimeters per second, and the system flow is up to 30 cubic meters per second. It matches better with Creality 3D printers. It features fast cooling and shipping. As we see the printing test, in the left picture, you see the result printing results, the model is complete, but with other PLA, there's insufficient extrusion and broken layers and unable to mold. There's another test about the toaster. You can see the Creality BASF Ultra PLA. It prints perfect for toasters, while with other PLAs, it is incomplete, and it is smooth and free of streaks. Not only the BASF Ultra PLA, we're also launching Hyper ABS 3D printer filaments. It features high-speed printing, less warping, and it can also be printed in an open printer. But for better performance, it is recommended to use an enclosed printer. Hyper ABS is 5 times faster than the common ABS. It only takes 23 minutes. As you can see the test here, there's common ABS, there's cropping and warping, but with Hyper ABS, it features complete model, no warping. Hyper ABS can relieve stress well to reduce the shrinkage during the printing process, effectively avoiding problems such as cracking and warping. And it has an impact strength of 19 kilojoule per square meter, nearly double compared to PLA. The heat restoration temperature of Hyper ABS is up to 60 degrees Celsius, and which is 35% higher than common PLA. It is ideal choice for you to use it in a higher temperature environment. And in the future, we will launch more high-quality materials for different applications. This is Creality Space Pi filament dryer. In 3D printing, one of the key factors that influences the printing result is filament storage. The moisture filament living in an open area may cause printing failure and bring better user experience. Here we launch the Creality Space Pi filament dryer. It features the temperature support up to 70 degrees Celsius, and there's real-time humidity monitoring, and the drying time can be up to 48 hours. And it also supports 360 PTC hot air heating, and it is compatible with 11 types of filaments. This is also cool, right? So the dryer box, it features 360 PTC hot air heating, and it can thoroughly dry the filaments in an enclosed box and bring better printing results. The real-time monitoring can show the temperature and also the humidity of the filament condition, and also with the countdown timer, it reminds you of the drying condition. It also supports it also has the preset filament settings, and it supports up to 11 filaments, not only the common materials, but also PLACF, PETGCF. So with this filament dryer, it can improve the 3D printing results significantly. We can see the pen holder in the left hand. There, you can see it with the dry box, and there's no strings at all. But with the right one, if the filament is moistured and there is a string, and the performance isn't, the model result isn't good. This filament dryer also has a resume function. Restarting the machine after a power failure will resume where it is left off, so you don't have to start over. It is a smart, efficient, and convenient filament dryer. The new products from Creality ecosystem we launched today, including 3D scanner, high-speed filaments, printing accessories, and 10-watt laser engraver to let you enjoy the fun of 3D printing and DIY creation. Creality ecosystem strives to bring a full, easy solution for different applications. So in the future, we will continue to listen to the voice of our users, bring better user experience, new technology, high efficiency, lower cost, the key to be #1. And this is a constant driving force of Creality ecosystem. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you, Joy. I did not see in my time at Shenzhen that filament dry box, so I'm going to probably need to buy some filament dry boxes now. That looked awesome. Again, there's tons of products that are coming out. What was really inspiring for me going out to Shenzhen and going out to Wuhan, like literally 2 weeks ago, was sometimes you assume things like, for instance, Creality don't make their own filament. They do. I've seen the factory, I've filmed at the factory, and I think sometimes there are some misconceptions that we're led to believe through random people telling you lots of random things. Another thing, for example, there are classrooms at 2 of the factories that I visited, one in Shenzhen and the other one again in Wuhan. And there's experience centres there. They're educating kids. There's a big education program that Creality don't talk about. And I think it's absolutely crazy that they're not shouting about these things, because it's really, really important. And I think the more we learn about Creality, I think the better off we're going to be, and the better off the ultimate understanding is going to be. So it's really great that these ecosystems are kind of coming up and making changes. I didn't quite know where we were going to go with the 3D scanning situation there. I was thinking, right, where's this going? But either way, the good news is we're going to give some more stuff away. So I'd like to introduce Holly. Please come up. Holly, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's looking for who's the winner.
So this is for the Ferret Pro scanner.
The winner goes to 53.
Number 53.
Congratulations. Come on.
Well done, sir.
Come on.
Well done, sir. Congratulations. Lovely.
Congratulations.
If you just want to just wait there just for a second, we'll just put the other 2 out, and then we'll get some photos done. Shall we? Shall I do one?
21.
I didn't say 21. I said I'll do one.
Okay.
Right. The next winner is number 34. Number 34.
34. Congratulations. Yeah.
Well done, sir. Well done. And should we get William to do one? William, will your arms reach into here? You don't want to do it? You're scared now? Okay. You've had enough of it today, have you? Okay, well, I'll do it then. Don't worry. Here we go. And the final winner is number 44. Number 44. There we go. That man over there. Well done. Well done. Come on up onto the stage. We'll just have some photos taken. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to let you go for a little tea break in just a couple of minutes. We'll just get these photos done. Gentlemen, would you like to come up onto the stage, please? Are you checking to make sure he's won? Are you sure you've got the right number? Come on up, please come on up. Our winners, congratulations, guys.
Come on.
Winning has never been easier, sir. This is where the party's at the Creality events right now. Congratulations. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you very much. Now, we have got a short tea break now. So if you'd like to make your way to the bar and pick yourself up a nice little drink, that would be very good. Thank you very much. We'll be back here shortly. Thank you. Okay, if you have, by the way, won a prize, there's a chap here called Luffy. Wave your arm in the air. Wave. That's it. If you do want to just confirm what you've won, your address and all that kind of stuff, this is the man that you're going to need to speak to. There he is. He's a nice guy, actually. He's done a lot of the organising for this event, actually. And he's a top guy, really top guy. So, anyway, let's move on swiftly, shall we? So through everyone's experience of the new products and mutual communication, we also have a certain understanding of new machines. I think in the field of 3D printing, we may have many directions to explore, such as final form or 3D printing in the future, performance, reform, and so on. Today, Creality is honoured to invite Mateus, the CEO of All 3DP, Jörg, from the 3D director from UFP Deutschland, and Jeroen Wiggers from the MD of BASF 3DPS BV. That's a really long name here. If you'd like to come up to the stage, guys, that'd be amazing. Thank you. All right. Thank you, guys. Thanks for joining us today. I've got 3 questions that are basically going to be up for debate today. And the first question is, what bottlenecks does the 3D printing industry currently encounter? Where are the breakthrough and trend points? So I'll leave that open to discussion at this point.
Yeah.
You can, sir.
I take it. Can you hear me? Yes. I think to start with 3D printing, we are very far already today, much further than we thought some years ago. So products are great, they are mature. We saw today the prices are great, functionality is good. Basically, a lot of things are possible. So the question is right: where are the bottlenecks? Because in fact, we all wish that the market increases and that the industry moves ahead. And I think preparing this, I see 1 or 2 major bottlenecks. The first one to mention is, I think it's awareness on the side of the customers to realize what is achievable, what can be done with 3D printing, with additive manufacturing. Because so much can be done, and even from my perspective today, in the year 2023, so many people out there, so many businesses have not realized what potential is in there. So I think one bottleneck is really the knowledge, education to the customers out there, on the private and on the business side, to make more popular and spread the knowledge. What can be done? So that's the first take, and I may want to leave it to the colleagues to continue.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. And the point is also, maybe the industry or the people have not yet recognized the advantages of 3D printing. But it's also that we see, especially in businesses, that people are reluctant to change because they know their techniques, how they're manufacturing things, how to order materials, how to work with the existing equipment. And to change over to 3D printing is a risk, and people do not like change. So that's also, let's say, hindering us, or hindering the world to go more to 3D printing. And if you look at the bottlenecks, we're the material guys, so if you look at the bottlenecks, there are obviously tens of thousands of different kinds of plastics for conventional making. And maybe there are now 300 different filament materials where you can print with. And the one is slightly different than the other one. So we have to find some kind of maybe consensus to continue in the future, or we have to go all the way and develop 20 or 30,000 different products. And I don't think that will be possible, not at the pace this industry is moving ahead. So, and if you look at, let's say, the challenges or the breakthroughs, I think we've already had a lot of breakthroughs, like you said. But if you look at very specific applications where specific materials or specific filaments are needed for a specific behavior of the printed part, then it really requires, let's say, stamina of all partners involved. So if the end user is not convinced or does not see all let's say, all the advantages of 3D printing, then you are, like we in Holland say, pulling on a dead horse. So it will not work. That's for sure. But there have been a lot of breakthroughs already, but that has cost a lot of money and a lot of time and a lot of effort also. So, and now the next one is, of course, already here. The high-speed printing is also a breakthrough, a very good breakthrough. Mm-hmm. And of course brings 3D, will make 3D printing again more attractive. So if there will be more materials which are suitable for high-speed printing, then of course the applications will increase as well.
Yeah, I think the big challenges is the speed of printing and scalability. So we are coming down from higher class industrial machines now to more desktop machines. The speeds are improving, the prices are coming down. So this offers a wider spread of this technology and will introduce everything, or will introduce this technology to all of the end users and even companies and the industries. So this will educate the whole population in this way, and will make it more attractive to everybody.
How far do you think it's going to be, or how long is it going to be until perhaps we get 3D printers in every home? A bit like the computer, you know, that's a sort of a fable where we'd never have a computer in the house. That doesn't make any sense. And now we're talking about 3D printers, and they look like consumable items at this point, where you could have that in your house somewhere and it just fit in really well next to your TV, for example.
I think that's everybody's dream, at least everybody's dream here in this.
But on a timeline, what are you thinking? What you know, as a guess?
It's difficult. So I think we're getting more and more close to, let's say, the one-click print. What you want to achieve is like a 2-day print. So if you have a printer at home which is connected to your computer, you push the button and almost every time it does what you expect it to do. And if we are that far with 3D printing, then of course it becomes a lot easier. But even then, I mean, for 2D printing, you need a piece of paper, you need some ink, and that's it. But if you, of course, I mean, the dream would be that, for example, if you have an IKEA closet or something and something breaks, that you can download a model and print it at home. But like I said before, there are so many materials that you have to find some kind of compromise to be able to do that in the future. And of course, we're growing there, but I think to reach that stage, I would say maybe another 10 years.
Yeah, and on the other side, I think AI is doing a lot in the design software industry as well. It becomes a lot easier to work with these softwares, where in the past to work on a CAD system was very complicated and still is, but AI will make that a lot easier. And when you have a look on the scanning side to input files into your printer, then the scanning process was a very complicated one. Yeah, so it took a long time, and now AI is doing the job there as well. You see now with ScanFerret and the successors, they are much more easy to work with and much faster to adopt and integrate into your printer.
If I may add and confirm what you said, it's when you talk about bottlenecks again, because your question was just another turn to ask for bottlenecks. It's the design topic. When users find it super easy to create a design, a 3D model, when it's Today it's one-click printing nearly. We are close to that. We saw it. When we get a one-click design, or a very easy way to get to designs, this will be a big step forward towards 3D printing as a household topic. It's still difficult for many people out there to understand how to create a cut design. It's complicated. And so I think efforts like we've seen here today from the cloud with the 3D models, but there are many efforts out there which help customers to get a very easy design. You mentioned AI, we may touch it later, but those are ways to get designs on the table of everybody. And this will be another breakthrough. And I think we are on a good way there.
Absolutely. And you know what I find as a user of 3D printers, and I've got one or two, it's an understatement, is my workflow. So if I'm busy and I'm going to work and I've got things that have got to be done, sometimes I don't have time or haven't had time to load a file onto an SD card and plug it in. The cloud printing thing for me is a game changer. The AI element of it is a game changer because I don't want to be wasting filament. I don't want to be wasting my time. And as we all know, time is such a valuable commodity that you can't save, you can't spend it elsewhere. It's just what you have at that point. So certainly as a user, all of these, you know, I've been, when we were talking about how many Ender 3s have been sold in so many years, I was thinking, I think I've still got 5 of them in the garage. So, you know, but again, as technology is moving forward and moving on, even Creality are kind of looking back and saying, well, if you've still got those, we've still got the technology here where actually you can upgrade the current printer, which was quite nice to see as well. But listen, we'll move on to the next point here. How can 3D printing further break the circle in the future, expanding more on application scenarios and truly reach the masses?
Yeah, I just mentioned that, for example, now we are almost at the point to release a new material, which is a foaming TPU, so it's a flexible material, but with a lot of air in it, which is extremely well fitted for insoles in shoes. So it's a medical appliance, you could say. But if you look at how much effort went into this development, and also from the end user, but also from the printing side, so from the printer hardware side, to make it a system which is really easy to use for, let's say, physicians or orthopedic people who know how to, let's say, to scan an insole. That's just one example. So. And by these, let's say, developments together in this triangle, we always say, so it's the printer manufacturer, it's the material, and it's the application or the end user, which have to work closely together. Then you really can reach the masses, because obviously such an insole market is a mass market. It's really a mass market. And what you can achieve here is that you save a lot of waste, because now these insoles are milled from massive blocks of plastic. So I think about 80% of this process is waste. And of course you can reach a far better quality from time to time because it's a digital process. So there are a lot of advanced, let's say, it's an advanced method, 3D printing, but you cannot do it overnight. So it will take time, that's obvious. But if you're there, then it can go very fast. And I think, you said it, Matthias, already, we're waiting for this. Of course, it's growing, the market is growing, but these kind of applications can really increase the 3D printing market, and also, let's say, make people who are not a user today, make a user tomorrow, and also professionally. And of course, we need the right printers for that as well. That's clear.
Thank you.
Maybe something to add, when we talk about applications, which should bring us to the larger markets, or mass markets, we always have in mind, as people in the industry, that we talk about vertical markets, medical, automotive, gaming, And for me, it seems often that people in the industry are waiting for this iPhone moment. You know, people are waiting for that moment where in one vertical market suddenly millions of products are being generated. The interesting and the really cool aspect about our industry, 3D printing, additive manufacturing, is that we are not in one single vertical market where we need to wait for such an iPhone. We are in a multitude of many vertical markets. And so we don't need one super application. Basically, there are thousands, even more, applications over all industries. And it relates a bit to the first question, the bottleneck. It's about educating the markets out there, telling them what is possible. Because probably, from my perspective, the super iPhone application is being aware of what can be achieved with 3D printing over all industries, in all applications. And this is what we have to work as an industry together, to educate people. Our iPhone moment is that all people are aware what is doable, what possibilities do we have. It's tremendous, we all know, but we have to convince people even more. Yeah, it's a long way, but we are on a good path. That's what I think.
So a lot of it is essentially going to be about educating people and showing people how it's done. There's a term coined a few years ago by Disney where the children watch a film and they have social currency. So I've seen a film and I tell the other kids on the playground, I've seen that film. And actually I think via the way that STEM and STEAM, certainly in the US and more prominently into next year in the UK, I think those children are going to be saying to their parents, we want 3D printers because we're using them at our schools, we can create all these different things. And again, this is very much about opening up the imagination into young people. Now, I've got a son, he's 2, and when I get a new printer out and I'm going to review it, I go, what do you think? And I know instantly if it's going to be a hit by the fact that he goes, ooh, because he's impressed by just what he's seeing there. And I think inspiring people, you can do it in a ton of different ways, but I think really from the root cause of the thing, and the group roots of this is going to be educating the young so we can inform the older people.
I'm even a bit more optimistic than you. It's not about the 2-year-old today. I think many young mechanical engineers today in their studies, they know about it.
Absolutely.
And when they come in their 20s today, in the mid-20s, when they come into the manufacturing industries, they will bring along the knowledge about additive manufacturing, 3D printing, and they will spread it out. So I think we are on a good path, and we are well.
I think it's incredibly exciting, actually. I think it's very exciting.
Yeah, we have an economic downturn at the moment, and I think due to that, the pressure on all industries will be much higher to have a leaner manufacturing. And I see that, for example, in the prosthetics environment. So I followed a client who installed firstly a scanner, then a printer, and so on. And now all the competition of him, they need to follow exactly the same way. Otherwise, they cannot compete with him anymore because he's much cheaper in his production line. He can reduce his manpower and so on. I think this will put a lot of pressure to take more 3D items in the processes.
Amazing. We'll move on to the next question. AI technology is represented by ChatGPT as an example, is basically in its adolescent stages right now. What kind of imagination space will 3D printing and AI have in the future?
Huge. I mean, we talked about the design software. Think about that. If it becomes easier to create your own model to be printed, think of the printers where AI gets included, that they overwatch the process of printing, increase the speed of printing. This will have an effect in every angle of the 3D industry.
Yeah. Also, I started thinking about that when I read the question for this roundtable discussion. But if you really think about it, so a big part of our, let's say, business is developing also R&D, developing materials, new materials. And AI also tremendous speed in that process. But it's a kind of contradictory thing, because if we develop something which is, let's say, R&D made by us in-house, we want to have IP on it, so intellectual property. We want it to have patented, so we're very secretive about that. We don't give that away. And obviously for AI you need this information to be shared, otherwise you cannot continue. So it might be in the future that let's say research and development of new materials is in the open space, and it disappears with companies like ours. We say, okay, we're able to do it through AI, and then of course you would gain a lot of speed. But I mean, how soon that will come, I wouldn't know. I really wouldn't know, because it's hardly of any use to use it inside your own company. Although you might be a very big company, then it's still very limiting, of course. So it has to be in the open. It has to come in the open.
Is there any fear inside of AI?
Any?
Fear. Any fear? People that maybe are fearful of that being a growth market, that perhaps because they don't understand it.
If you have fear, you're lost. So.
Like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like that.
And fully agree. If you fear, you're lost, right? But you mentioned one fear. The beauty of AI, to a certain degree, is collecting so much data from all over the space. When it's about designing, we had a chat in the company before this talk about this topic, and we said, of course, the more data, the more 3D models, the more input you will have in a database, the easier it is to prompt a new design. You just, like you all know ChatGPT, you prompt, please create the design for this purpose of this measure with this specific specifications. And AI will generate a model. And it will be cool, it will be easy, and we are close to that. Yet, of course, for the purpose, many, many thousands or even millions of other models which had been created before and which are owned by someone have been used for that. So I think the challenge is to deal with such balances, how to value individual creators' design work and still make possible this AI-driven new design. It's not a fear, it's just a thing to think about.
Got it. Any questions from the audience? Yes, sir.
So, since we've talked quite a bit about how this AI design thing isn't quite clear, the first part of the question would be, do you think that companies like IKEA selling designs for you to 3D print at home would be a valuable step in the middle, so we eventually get to the one-step design? And the other question is, since that would have been an option for a while, but it hasn't happened yet, what are the steps that would be required for this to actually happen, for IKEA to go out and say, okay, we are going to sell all the designs of our brackets for like $2 for you to print?
May I first start with at all 3P, we have those IKEA hacks. Yeah, we have a huge library of nice hacks, being models which you can use to put together IKEA materials for furniture products. So it's there, but I agree, it's not in the millions when it comes to usage. So your first question, I would say, yes, it makes total sense to go that route. The second question is, why hasn't it been adopted so far and what can be done? Good point. I wouldn't have the answer right now, but probably it's about encouraging companies like IKEA maybe to be a bit more fearless and make public their designs, or even go out and put some on the databases. They will still earn their money, I think, but maybe as a manufacturer allow usage of designs and be open, because it will be returned by customers, I think.
I expect, I don't have the answer, but I expect that it would probably go like with printing photos. So you remember in the past you had to go to a real photographer to have your negatives printed in a photo. The next step was that you could go to a company or a shop where you could, let's say, submit your roll, and then you got back the photos. And nowadays you print the photos at home. So it might be that IKEA starts printing in their stores or something like this, and then take it further to let's say, an individual level. Might be, I don't know.
Do you have a piece of IKEA furniture you need something printed on?
I actually had to modify. I have an ancient cupboard, and
How ancient is this cupboard?
like 10 years or
Okay,
something,
okay.
from IKEA. They still have the cupboard, but they changed the design to be like 3 centimeters shorter and 1 centimeter larger. So I actually had to 3D print, design my own, and 3D print my own branded so that it's like that it fits with the newer shelf interface.
Let me ask you a question. Did you publish that file on any of the social platforms that you could have done?
I haven't yet. I was too late.
Maybe you're the start.
Please do, please do. There are many platforms.
You could be very well the start of it, and that's what this is. This is what we're talking about. This emerging technology that we all know about, but when somebody sees it for the first time, oh my God, it's a 3D printer. What does it do? Da 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 da. And you get this whole raft of questions. And I think sometimes when you're in it so much, you become desensitized by the fact that actually other people don't necessarily understand it or understand the potential that it could perhaps, bring in that case. But good point, though. Good point. Thank you, chaps. Any other questions?
Yes.
Go for it, sir.
What was your 2-year-old's reaction to the printers presented today? You have them already on the K1?
He loves the K1 and the K1 Max, and mainly because so my background is robotics and making things, props and things for the Star Wars franchise. That's what I've done in the past, and that's how everything that I've done with Creality. My first printer was the CR10, then I bought 3 CR10 S5s, then it just went into this whole deep, impactful thing in prop making in the movie business and making stuff for film. And it was really interesting is that if Creality hadn't have made those products, then I probably wouldn't have got into 3D printing. I probably wouldn't have been able to do anything in the film industry and I wouldn't be here today. So all of these things have links. And I think that's quite an interesting kind of development. But what I'm doing now, just to answer your question, I'm printing a lot of toys at the minute for my son. So my impactfulness of, oh, actually I'm going to build a robot or I'm going to make it do this or I'm going to make it do that, has actually turned around into downloading more models off the internet and actually printing stuff for him in order to get a reaction. And I'm finding that, and what another interesting point on that is when I was in one of the factories in Shenzhen, they were doing K1 testing and big burn-in tests and big prints. Some of the prints are 36 hours, some of them are 24 hours, but they were printing toys. And I said to them, I said, why are you printing these toys? What happens at the end? And assuming that after they've done this burn-in test, they just chuck it in the bin. Those toys were going to the schools. And immediately I was like, why did I think anything else would be happening with those other than for a company to be doing something really good and very pure for it? And as I said earlier, it kind of made me think, actually, my thoughts on certain things within any business is probably inaccurate, and maybe I need to open my eyes a little bit more. Just to answer your question there, yeah, he was very impressed with the K1 though. So, and I think you will be too if you haven't got one already. Anyone else? You got another one?
Yeah.
Is it about IKEA?
No, it's
Okay.
the whole niche, the whole market of automated post-processing. I think there's I've only heard about polysmooth, and there's some DIY options to automate to maybe as somewhat automated. Why do you think? Because there's every time you ask someone about 3D printing, they say, oh, but the layer lines, they really don't suit me. Or if you want to print anything that touches food or anything, you don't want the layer lines. Why is automated post-processing specifically so underdeveloped, so unused?
It's maybe more from the chemical side? No?
Also here, I think there are processes, but they're usually industrial processes. So, and like you said, it's probably a niche market as well. And of course, we're not in hardware, but yeah.
We've got the wrong speakers up here for your questions, my friend, unfortunately. Any other questions before we end this one? Yes, sir.
Yeah, I understand. So I think you have to distinguish between two things. So one is let's say, bio-based materials like PLA, which are recyclable or biodegradable. And the other ones are obviously recycled materials. And also recycled materials bring a lot, although they're still plastics, but these plastics are here. So they are in the world and you can't make them disappear. So it makes much sense to also use existing materials and make recycled filaments out of these materials. And the point with, so there's also a lot of discussion about, let's say, PLA, because it's feedstock which is used, so can't you better use the area for feeding people instead of making a filament out of that? And I think for recycling, it's, let's say you don't have that question. And at the moment, it's still, let's say, having chemical recycling, I think that's the key. So it's developed, it's done on a small scale. And of course, not with all materials yet, but to me, that's the way to go, because you would be able to, let's say, regenerate the material to a virgin state. And then you're there where you want to be. But I understand your question. And what we also, let's say, struggle with is, okay, what are the let's say the capabilities of the material or the print you want to make from this biodegradable material? And so we could go for a kind of PLA like material where you cover already a lot of the market, but also that takes a lot of development. And so for the time being, I must say we focus on, let's say, using recycled materials.
Well, just to go further onto that point, and I can't answer your question in regards to specific plastics, but I run a recycling company in the UK, which specifically deals with e-waste. And plastic recycling is really difficult. It's a really difficult stream, because what we do a lot of, and what we have done, certainly in Europe, is we've mixed various materials with the plastic to make them fire retardant. And inadvertently in the 70s when we did this, we put bromine into plastics. Now, the problem with bromine, of course, is that now we realise that it's carcinogenic. So there is a ton of issues, and as you touched on earlier, if we can simplify the material tray, then basically we could, ultimately, if you had 4 materials, it'd be easier to recycle 4 materials, failed prints, all those kind of other things, or end-of-life prints. It'd be far easier to do that than possibly 80 different prints that, again, the industry is so stretched because they put all sorts of different chemicals in to make the colour, to make the strength, and trying to recycle a 3D printed part is very, very, very difficult. And I know people are trying, and I think it's going to be one of those emerging technologies where, although we're emerging and moving forward, the recycling thing is always going to be less, but I think there's people out there that are certainly working on that, and I hope they are.
I see positive developments, for example, on the resin side of business. There are coming a lot of plant-based resins out, so I think this is going to happen step by step. But as the properties in certain materials can only be achieved by normal materials, this is probably still a long way to go.
If we can get any further definition, I'd love to give you feedback on that.
Another problem is that everybody wants to have, let's say, bio-friendly materials, but nobody wants to pay for it. It's also a problem. It's always more.
It's a catch-22. It's always going to be tricky. It's always going to be tricky. Any final questions? I think that's it. Gentlemen, thank you very much for your time. Round of applause. Thank you, guys. So 3D printing is a creative field, and as long as you can imagine it, 3D printing can help you realise it, as Creality aims to create reality and achieve dreams. Now then, someone is going to come up here in a second and give me some information. Now, as you may have seen earlier, there were various people here that have brought models in, and online they have been voting for the winners of this category. Come up here, Luffy, come on. We're going to applaud you now. Ladies and gentlemen, Luffy, come on. Here we go. What is this?
This is Lambert, the model. This is the winner for the top 3 winners. They bring 3D model
Okay, so they brought their models here. Creality have been streaming on Facebook and YouTube as well. But it's what are you actually telling me here? Okay. Gotcha. Okay, right, that makes more sense then. Okay, so what are they winning? Let's have a look. So in addition to the customers, influencers, media people, we also present the scene with self-printed 3D models, which I think is an exciting thing. Now the voting is almost over. What are they winning? Okay, so here we go. So the first prize is going to be an engraver. They will get an engraver. The second one will be a K1 Max. Now that's definitely worth having. And the third thing is going to be a Hallett Munch Pro, which is awesome. So we've got some people to invite up here to give out the top 3. So Holly, would you like to step up here? It says your name. Yeah, come on. You can do it. Come on, Holly. Come on, round of applause, Holly. Come on. Oh, yeah, because it's an engraver. That's your department. Okay. Brilliant. Okay, so here we have. So here we go. So this is first place, okay? And the winner is this number.
This is number 56.
56.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thanks, sir. Just remain seated just for a moment when we get through these next ones, hopefully. Thank you, Holly. Holly, everybody. So the second prize is a K1 Max. William, would you like to come up again? Yeah, sure. Oh, he wants to this time. William, everybody.
Yeah.
William.
So, okay. So this is a very lucky number. The number is 22. Wow! I see you. Thank you. Yeah.
Dude, congratulations. I'm so pleased for you. Honestly. The final person coming up to the stage is Mr. Han. Mr. Han? Mr. Han, come on up. I was thinking, who's Mr. Han? Now I know, Mr. Han, everybody. So, Mr. Han, this is for the Hallett Munch Pro, and the number is here.
Number 4.
Number 4. Guys, if you'd like to come up onto the stage, we just have a photo taken. Thank you, sir. That was exciting. Congratulations. Mr. Au's coming up as well. Mr. Au, everybody. Congratulations, sir. I know you're nervous. Congratulations, though. Well done. Well done. Thank you very much. Our next winner is number 22. And that person won the K1 Max. You won a K1 Max? That's insanity. Congratulations. What's your name?
Sebastian, you know that I have a K1 Max. You saw it on Cherry's stream on last Saturday when I showed it.
I feel like I'm being told off by you. Are you okay? You've got another one. Congratulations.
And guess where I get the first one from? I won it. And maybe I should say greetings to the stream to Sabrina, Zora, and also to Luna, for those who are watching there.
See, the funny thing was you were on that Saturday stream, but you didn't show your face. That's why I didn't know who you were. Congratulations, though, dude. Come over here. We're going to have a photo with Mr. Au as well.
And those who also want to join the stream, Cherry 3DHB on Saturdays, you can join the Maker stream and also see Sam there.
Normally hang out. We're going to have a photo. Come over here. Come over here. Sebastian, don't get ahead of yourself. You've got 2 K1 Max printers now. Here we go. Well done. Well done. Right, finally then, Hopefully we don't get any back talk from number 4. Number 4, would you like to come up? Okay, well, thank you very much. Hang on, are you number 4? Oh my God. Oh God, there's never a dull moment at these Creality events, I can tell you that for nothing. Good God. Wow, congratulations. And ironically, we were just talking about resin as well. Congratulations. Okay, so let these guys get back to their seat. And basically, thank you very much for joining us today, guys. It's been absolutely brilliant. And again, we never quite know what these events are going to be like. And thank you for turning out and thank you for being part of it. It's very, very special for the Creality team and myself to be able to do these kind of events and actually give back to you guys and show you really what it's all about here. We are now going to do a football field tour, and I believe also there's some photos and stuff that's going to happen now. So thank you once again for turning out. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I believe between 6 and 8 there's also some food and there's a full banquet. So I've been Sam Prentice, you've been awesome, thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.